I try to focus on how he lived as opposed to how he died.
32 years ago today, a beloved night watchman on a tuna boat was found brutally murdered here in San Diego. As decades have gone by, his family has yet to receive closure.
As we highlight local unsolved murders, ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala introduces us to the case of Joseph Fernandez.
He is never far from my thoughts. I do have a sense of peace when I am near the water.
As a kid, Mary Montgomery was attached to her grandfather, Joseph Fernandez.
He had spent his entire career fishing for tuna here out of San Diego Bay. And I remember as a little girl, on his days off, he still wanted to come down.
He lived across the street from her family in Point Loma, and many of her earliest memories are with him.
Every now and then, when the stars aligned and the opportunity arose, he would take me tagging along with him.
Fernandez was 69 years old. The retired fisherman was working as a night watchman aboard the Sequest tuna boat, which was once docked here at the G Street Pier.
I try to focus on how he lived as opposed to how he died.
As night fell between July 7th and 8th, 1990, Fernandez would take his last breath on that boat.
69-year-old Joseph Fernandez, the night watchman, was stabbed to death in an apparent robbery during his 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift on Sunday.
That's a report from the 10 News archives. 32 years ago, the case was covered on the local TV news and in newspapers, something a child couldn't quite understand. Mary was 4.5 years old and remembers seeing this picture on the news, Fernandez holding her as a baby.
I remember pointing at the TV and I said, Mom, look, Grandpa and I are on TV. When is he going to be home? Because he's got to see this. And that's my memory of how I realized something was very, very wrong.
The police department.
Investigators believe they know who killed Fernandez and took his car, which was later recovered, found sold out of town.
There was a lot of evidence pointing to this particular offender. Number one, several people saw him running from the scene right about the time of the murder. He mentioned that he'd been involved in the murder to at least one person. Then he also was identified as the person who sold the stolen car to the people up in LA.
The suspect is this man, Gregorio Arturo Quezada Monsivais, identified but never caught.
We think it was a robbery or possibly an anger attack. Apparently, Mr. Fernandez had refused to work to this particular offender prior to that, so they'd gotten into a little argument.
Tony Johnson is a senior investigator with the San Diego County District Attorney's Office and a former homicide detective for the San Diego Police Department.
50-ton tuna seiner.
He's worked this case on and off for the last decade.
Mr. Fernandez was really well known. He was well liked. He was a character.
Johnson tells us he believes Monsivais is more than likely in Mexico. He says Mexico's extradition restrictions at the time of the murder made it difficult to track him down. If alive, he would be in his mid-50s today.
I think this one is a good shot for closure because we have good identification on the offender. We have good physical evidence, good witness info. The witnesses are still around. So all we got to do is find him.
And there's no giving up.
Today I don't know where he is. Tomorrow I may know where he is. And then that'll make all the difference.
There's not a day that goes by that he is not with me.
The family has waited 32 years for answers, now hoping a fresh look at the case will help someone come forward or remember something important.
The old days when we had so many boats here.
And finally close this painful chapter in their lives.
Has my family attained closure at this point? Not yet, but I'm hopeful that one day that might occur.
With photojournalist Steve Roysh, Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
If you have any information that could possibly help with this case, please take a picture of your screen. Save these numbers. You're asked to call either Crime Stoppers at 1-888-580-TIPS or the U.S. Marshals at 1-800-336-0102.